Imagine walking into a room expecting a simple career retrospective, and instead finding Kate Winslet commanding the stage with the kind of quiet power only she can deliver. But before anyone heard a word, something else captured the spotlight. Her shoes. Yes, the legendary actress built her look around Jimmy Choo's Romy kitten heel pumps, and suddenly, the entire event felt like a masterclass in understated red carpet strategy. Tonight, we're diving into exactly how Winslet framed her 3-decade career conversation with a fashion choice that speaks volumes, why those kitten heels matter, how they tie into a major trend this fall, and what her style says about the next chapter of her career. So, settle in, because this isn't just a recap. It's a look at how a single pair of pumps can reveal an entire story. Kate Winslet is no stranger to red carpet formulas, but this time, she leaned into something deeper, almost symbolic. Her choice of the Jimmy Choo Romy, in that soft rattan shade, wasn't just a wardrobe decision. It was a quiet nod to longevity. The Romy has been around since 2016, designed with that low-cut vamp and timeless pointed toe, and you can feel its history each time it appears at an event. Winslet paired it with a black double-breasted suit, satin peak lapels, and a cream shirt, creating a look so intentional it felt like a message. Strong, disciplined, simple, refined. While everyone else chases loud trends, Kate remains rooted in silhouettes that age beautifully, and we're about to see why that consistency works in her favor now more than ever. What's fascinating is how this kitten heel moment aligns perfectly with a broader shift happening across celebrity fashion. Low heels are having their comeback, quiet, confident, and completely reshaping the idea of power dressing. Rihanna, even during late pregnancy, wore the same Romy style in a python finish, pairing it with oversized denim for a look that blended edge with ease. Emma Stone followed with a kitten-height Manolo Blahnik sandal. Then Tracee Ellis Ross hit the trend with Alaya's leopard thong mule, and Rita Ora styled pointed kitten pumps with sheer socks. These aren't coincidences. They're part of a new mood in fashion, and Winslet, without trying, fits right into this shift, proving once again that subtle choices can lead the conversation. But let's rewind for a second and look closer at the shoe itself. The Romy pump isn't flashy. It doesn't scream for attention. Instead, it's built on balance. Literally. Sandra Choi, Jimmy Choo's creative director, calls the pump an art form. And this version reflects exactly that. A slim 60mm heel, a smooth, uninterrupted upper, and that signature cut that elongates the foot. It's one of those shoes that quietly shapes the entire outfit without ever overpowering it. And on Kate Winslet, the effect is immediate. Her suit feels sharper, her stance more grounded, her presence even more self-assured. It's fashion serving function and narrative all at once. And that brings us directly into what the retrospective revealed about her current career arc. During the SAG-AFTRA Foundation conversation, Winslet walked the audience through 3 decades of work, epic films, complicated characters, unforgettable performances. But what stood out was how she carried herself. Steady, relaxed, almost serene. The kitten heels played into that energy. They weren't about glamour. They were about comfort, agility, and the ability to move with intention on stage. She spoke about her evolving craft, the pressures of Hollywood, and how her relationship with acting has changed over time. And you could feel the symbolism. She's stepping into a new era, still elegant, still precise, but choosing ease over extravagance. That shift mirrors what many actors embrace as they grow: substance over spectacle, control over chaos. Now, within Jimmy Choo's own universe, the Romy pump holds a special place. It's been worn by everyone from Dua Lipa to Dr. Jill Biden, showing its range from pop star boldness to political polish. It comes in multiple heights and materials, but the essence never changes. Winslet's tan pair aligns with that legacy perfectly. It blends into her existing wardrobe, yet still elevates everything around it. And honestly, that's what makes it such a smart choice for a retrospective event. This was a night about storytelling, about honoring the past while hinting at the future. The Romy pump offered a visual anchor, something timeless that grounded her entire presence. It wasn't just footwear, it was framing. As the conversation shifted to her upcoming work, the energy in the room changed. Winslet previewed her directorial debut, Goodbye June, a project that already has industry watchers buzzing. Then she teased her return to the Avatar universe. Both of these required different strengths. Creative leadership on one hand, physically performance capture on the other. And looking at her that night, dressed in pieces that favored discipline and quiet command, you could see the connection. She's not entering these projects with the frantic momentum of early career ambition. She's walking into them with control, expertise, and confidence earned through decades of artistry. And somehow, the kitten heel, a small detail, ties the whole mood together. It's interesting how fashion, especially at events like this, becomes part of the storytelling, whether the wearer intends it or not. Winslet didn't need sequins or towering stilettos to make an impact. Instead, she chose a look that felt lived in, honed, almost architectural in its simplicity. The pointed toe peeked from under tailored trousers. The neutral color softened the powerful black suit, and the lower heel kept everything grounded. It made her presence warm rather than untouchable, strong but not severe, and audiences responded to that. People often say style and personality collide, and when they do, it's never accidental. This was one of those nights where the alignment was perfect. Even as she discussed her past, roles like Rose in Titanic and Marianne in Sense and Sensibility, you could see how her outlook has shifted. Kate Winslet is in a phase where she's embracing authenticity, both on-screen and off. And the fashion echoed that. The Jimmy Choo Romy pump is reliable. It's timeless. It doesn't require reinvention to stay relevant. And that mirrors her career beautifully. She doesn't reinvent herself through shock or spectacle. She evolves from within, from craft, from experience. This retrospective wasn't a victory lap. It was a reminder that consistency and depth are sometimes the most compelling qualities an artist can possess. So when you look back at this event, yes, you remember the brilliant conversation, the upcoming projects, the gravity of a 30-year career, but you also remember the tone Kate set before she ever opened her mouth. A black suit, a cream satin shirt, and those rattan-colored Romy kitten heels. A combination so clean and deliberate, it became the visual thesis of her entire evening. It said, I am here, grounded, focused, and moving into my next chapter with intention. And maybe that's the real magic of fashion when it meets storytelling. It doesn't distract, it enhances, it helps frame the narrative. And on this night, Kate Winslet used it to perfection.